Right, so in this video I want to model a basketball. So I'll start by deleting everything in my scene, and there is this specific add-on I wish to use for this basketball. So I'll click on edit, go to preferences, and under add-on I'll search for add mesh. Sorry, that's add mesh. And what I'm looking for is this add mesh extra objects. So once this is activated, if I go to my viewport and I press shift A to add, I'll see this round cube here, which is what I want to use for the basketball. If this is deactivated and I try adding a mesh, you notice that they are limited and stuff I could add here. So I'll make sure this add mesh extra object is checked and save my preferences and close this. So now I would press shift A, add in a round cube, and from this pop-up here I would change the radius to 1, so it will be perfectly soft. So next thing I want to do is to add a subdivision surface. So you can just come here, add modifier and subdivision, or alternatively I could just press Ctrl 2 to add in 2 subdivision, Ctrl 1 to add in 1 subdivision. So after adding this, I would apply the modifier. Next I would go into I want to use a mirror modifier to work on this. Seems a basketball is symmetrical on almost every axis, so I'll go into wireframe mode with shift Z, or you can alternatively click on here to go to wireframe mode. So I'll select half of this and delete vertices, select this bottom half, delete vertices, and from the side view too, select this back half and delete vertices. So now from front view I would add in a loop cut here, add in another loop right here, and for this I'm going to be using a subdivision modifier. So I would, before I add in some holding edges, I'll press K to bring up my knife tool, click on this point here, cut it all the way to this point, and right here I would cut outward, click on here and end it here. So now I would select this loop. So you can select it by only now alt and clicking on the loop to select it. Just make sure you select this line here that we just cut out. Ctrl B to bevel and make it thick to an extent. So now for the holding edges I want to add Ctrl R. So the mesh would not actually form in an unexpected way after adding the subdivision modifier. So I'll click on here to add this edge right here, pretty close to this first one. Ctrl R again, add in another edge right here close to this, and for this I'll just add a single loop cut in the center with Ctrl R and Ctrl B to bevel, and I will drag it outward here to be pretty close to the 2 edges right here. So next I would add in a mirror modifier. So currently it's mirroring just on the x-axis, so I'll click on the y-axis, so it's mirroring the y-axis too, and on the z-axis. I also want to make sure that this clipping is turned on, so it would clip to each other and form a perfect sphere. So next I would go into this mode. Yeah, this loop is selected already. I'll just change it to face select mode, select this loop and select this loop. So next I'll just press Alt E to extrude, to bring out this extrude menu, and I'll click on extrude faces along normal and move this inward a bit, something like this. So I'll press Alt E to extrude again and extrude faces along normal. I'll push this inward a bit more. So now I can go back to object mode and add a subdivision surface modifier, right click and shade smooth. So next I'll press tab to go into edit mode. With this face is still selected, I'll press shift D to duplicate, P to separate, and I'll separate by selection. So this ring right here is now an object on its own, and the ball is a separate object. So I'll select I'll select this, apply the before applying the mirror modifier, I'll go into edit mode, come to edge select, add another edge loop right here in the middle of this. Right here we already have one edge repair, and right here we have another edge repair. So I'll go back to object mode and apply the mirror modifier. So now I'll select this loop right here, select this one that goes this way and this one that goes this way. So make sure the like a loop in between all these band right here. So I'll select them, S to scale, and scale it downward a bit. Back to object mode, I'll add a solidify modifier and okay, not subdivision, sorry, I meant to add a solidify modifier. Change this offset from -1 to 1 so it will solidify outward, and I will increase its thickness to, yeah, just so it would almost cover this part here. So next I'll just come to the materials panel with the band around here selected. Need to create a new material, give this a black color. I'll also scroll down to where we see viewport display and change this color to black also. Now select the ball, create a new material. I'll change this viewport color to something like orange, yeah, close to red but still orange. So I think I would still select this. Let me add another subdivision, surface modifier, just to make it kind of smoother, and maybe scale it out a bit because I think it's too inside. So yeah, something like this. Now I would select this band, select the ball, Ctrl P to parent, and click on keep offset. So if I select the ball and I move it around, it will move around with the band. Next thing I want to do is to add the shading panel. So we've added a new material, but if you remember, we just changed the viewport color. We did not change the base color from here. So I'll give it like a orange color, and it's something like I could actually come here to and change the color from here, something close to red but not completely red. So next I want to add some bumps on the body of the ball so it will not be completely smooth. So shift A to add. For the bumps I'll use a Voronoi texture. This place here where you see F1, I'll change it to F1 smooth. Add a vector and come on that vector and add a bump. So connect the color here to this height and connect the normal to the normal. So yeah, you can see the bump, but this is actually too large, so I'll increase the scale to something like, let me say 200, and it's looking kind of too small. But if you come down here and apply this mirror modifier, that you notice the size of the bumps actually increased. Something you can notice, the bumps are also too strong, so you can reduce the strength from this bump map here. So I'll do something like 0.2 should be okay for something like this. And yes, this is how I would end this video for now.